Hi guys, what's going on? And welcome to this sort of medieval Total War 2 playthrough. So, as anyone who follows my channel, I'm sure you know we've been doing an awful lot of Total War Arena lately, and I've been really enjoying it, but it's sort of made me a little bit nostalgic for sort of what must be my favourite Total War game. Not the one that originally got me into it. I originally got in with the old Rome Total War. The original Rome Total War was where I started, but I think medieval Total War 2 is probably my favourite out of all the ones they've had sort of previously and since. So I thought it might be kind of cool just to sort of almost a nostalgic playthrough, bit of a let's play series, playing the old Total War game on standard. There's no mods, nothing fancy, nothing clever, but I really fancy doing it, and I thought a few of you may want to watch it with me. So we are going to be playing as England. I think I've sort of looked through trying to decide what to go through, but we're going to go as England. And, well, that's all there is to say. Let's get started and let's start conquering the world. Oh, it's been so long. I remember this video intro.
With the Norman conquest and a crowned king came the dawning of a new era for England. Nobles ordered the construction of mighty castles to fortify the realm. To rule this land is a birthright, but to control it requires the courage and skill few possess.
I remember when I first played this game, this got me getting me so excited.
It is a kingdom beset by enemies. The Scots press at its borders, the Vikings to the north, and the French separated by a mere channel of water. All of the country exists in a state of war, as even the common are called upon for duty.
Okay. A very brutal introduction to the game.
In these times of total war, it rests on the shoulders of those who lead to ensure the kingdom does not fall into ruin.
Graphics could still do with a little bit of work, but still, it's quite an old game now. Wow, what an introduction. Okay, summer 1080 AD. Oh, it's been a while. Good to be back in this game. So, let's have a look. So we've got 10,000 florins.
My lord.
Some useless peasants. They can almost tempted to just get rid of them straight away.
Your Majesty.
I've got that there. I've got a princess, cardinal. Okay, so first things first. Should we deal with the rebels, or should we start diplomatic relations with the French? Let's do that.
Approaching their dignity.
What is it you would talk to us about,
could we have
Senor?
trade rights?
A very reasonable proposal.
Would you
Please,
trade map
we are
information?
listening.
Will they accept that?
No.
Oh, I'm not
There
paying you.
is nothing
Oh
attracting
no,
us
I'm
to
not
a
paying you
deal.
590
Très bien.
florins for
We
some
shall
map
speak
information.
again.
So, I want to take Rennes, which I'll do. I'll probably move this guy and two spearmen into the Captain Robin's army.
My lord. My lord.
As a matter of fact, I'll probably move all of them, and then I will
Combining forces.
get rid of this
Orders by
unit
your
of peasants
command.
there to keep. That's one of the annoying things I remember about this game, how it auto turns on all the construction requirements and recruit another unit of spearmen. So we also need to worry about our economy, I think, trying to get everything up and building. We'll probably construct some mines in London. That should be a good source of income. The castle at Nottingham's also on auto. Are we going to build... Can we currently not recruit levy spearmen then? No, okay, we need to do that first probably. Let's have a go with our spy on York, see what possibly goes wrong. Okay, so we're in. So we've got peasants, archers and spearmen. That shouldn't be too hard for us to deal with. Should we reinforce this army slightly?
My lord.
Probably doesn't really need to be. We could hire some Welsh. Yeah, let's make sure we win this one. And let's go to York. So let's go stuck straight in with our first game. I'm not quite sure why in 1080 AD York is a rebel
stronghold,
but there we go. So we shall load in. Sorry, so we'll start deployment. Nothing really to do. I think they're just going to probably rate it in their town, so we'll just start the battle. And first things first, we'll just get everyone moving up in their current formation. Ooh, it's strange for the controls. I'm used to the Total War Arena controls where I can hold the middle mouse button down and change the camera angle, but you can't on this. We're all on the move. So, let's get fast forwarding a little bit. We're probably going to send in the archers first, along with the Welsh. Since I'm probably going to disband these guys afterwards, I'm not too worried about these their sort of overall well-being. So they can go there. Oops. Let's cluster you into a unit. What is going on? Why? So we'll get everyone moving into some form of position. That's very strange doing the controls compared to what I'm used to. Can't even press spacebar to get alternative information. So let's move up with the Welsh. What have we got in the town centre here? So we've got some spear militia, some peasants. So what sort of range have we got on these bows? Not a great deal. So we'll probably send the spearmen down here first. We'll bring these guys up in support. It's going to be harder to fit these archers down this sort of narrow passageway. Okay. The enemy is sort of sallying forth. So let's open fire on the enemy archer militia if we can. These guys can enter their sort of like defensive circle sort of thing while they're being shot at. As we get all our arrows starting to fly into the archer militia. We're not doing that much to them though. Okay, let's go a little bit of fast forward. Ah. Given how old the game is, the graphics really aren't that bad. Obviously, I've got it on maximum settings. So the enemy peasants appear to be coming forward. They may be looking to charge me. I shouldn't have thought they would get on particularly well against the spear militia. Peasants don't get on particularly well against anything, really. Yeah, they're just. I'm not worrying about that.
Our men are winning the battle.
So we do quite a good amount of damage against their archer militia. So we'll just continue to shoot these guys. Stick it into fast forward. Oh, the Welsh lost a man. I'm sure the peasants will soon start routing. So it's peasant archers versus archer militia. I don't really know what the difference is. I think one of them is like recruited in cities, whereas one of the other ones peasants are recruited in castles. But let's shoot at the other archer militia. Presumably they have... Oh, that's how you rotate the camera. Okay, you hold it to the side of the screen. I can bring up our general possibly to the other side of town. Along with some spearmen. So they've got spear militia in the centre. 2 units of... Oh, no, more peasants. Can our archers reach these guys? No, they can't. Let's keep our pressure up on them. The Welsh are actually taking a few casualties against these guys. Let's come out of their defensive formation and move up in support. Come on, you Welsh bastards. Forwards. And let's push them right round. If we tell them to run past, should then be able to... There we go. Stand and fight. Let's push these archer militia up a little bit more. We've slaughtered most of these guys with arrows, which is good. Our general has arrived. I don't mind using my general. In many ways it's good to use a general because his units just sort of auto-regenerate. But at the same time it's also risky because if he dies then you lose everything. So we're sort of trying to get that balance. So the peasants are routing, which is always a good thing. So they're being chased off by our mercenaries. And we should be moving up with our archers now. Let's get these guys up into the square. While our Welsh spearmen should start to kill some of these peasant archers. They've only got daggers, so you wouldn't think they'd do particularly well. Oh, they're routing. There we go. Okay, let's push up with the Welsh then into these enemy. Oh, we have engaged their spear militia there. Okay, that's unexpected. Is there an easy way for my general to get round without just going through? Okay, send him round this way. He might actually provide some overarching fire on the back of these spearmen down here. Could be a good move. Now they're there, I just want to get my general in because there's nothing left that's a threat to me, really. So these spearmen are just fighting peasants and peasant archers. So if we look on the ground, it should be mostly their casualties, which it is the case. Yeah, so just trying to get the general around now. Just get him moving up as quickly as we can. We've got our archers, which should be providing arrow fire on these guys. Oops, caught on the building. I'm not sure they exactly are. No, they're largely not even shooting, really.
Our men are winning the battle.
Okay,
if we continue like this, we will smash
ceasefire. Push our general around. Come on, general. I don't know what your name is. Nicely form up, and then try and get you a little bit of experience against these peasants. I don't think he's going to get a charge in, but I don't think that matters. We should cut these guys down without too much trouble. The nobility can't lose to the peasantry. Okay, so it should be good. I want to try and get... it's often quite good when you can get your general with a reasonable amount of experience, I think. I remember that it can be quite powerful units when you get quite a lot of experience on them. Those spearmen are a bit of a problem for us. We're killing off those guys without too much trouble. And we'll move our archers up. Maybe they can start to fling some arrows into the back of those guys. The general hasn't taken any casualties yet. Starting to cut down these peasants fairly ruthlessly. May lose 1 or 2 units, but as long as the general doesn't die, it doesn't really matter. Oh, of course, I've got the disable skirmish mode. Because I've got skirmish mode enabled, as soon as they run near an enemy, they panic and run away because I tried to keep distance from enemy units. Obviously, doesn't make my life a lot easier. General, still no casualties. Pretty quickly cutting down these peasants now. I'm not sure where the enemy general is. Oh, there he is. There's the enemy general. So hopefully we can kill him. He might be able to kill one of our general's units, possibly. So let's get some arrows into the back of these guys at point blank range. It may cause a small amount of friendly fire, but hopefully we'll do more damage to them. Oh, yes. Quite effective. I don't know how some of these guys are surviving.
We have taken control of the city.
We have taken control of the city. Yeah, so still no casualties. These peasants are nearly dead now. Oh, the Welsh have finished cutting down their opposition.
My lord, we've lost control of the city. My lord, our men are in command.
There we go. Enemy general is slain. Obviously, because they fall back to the square, they don't really rout. They just sort of stay to the end. Because I've got nowhere else to run to. I think that's about it. We gained some more experience on our general, which is obviously a good thing. Come on. People are certainly not as responsive as they are in Total War Arena. Okay. Charge into the back of the spear militia then, basically. It's a bit more of a risk, because spear militia obviously are a lot more effective against cavalry. But I don't think we're going to take many casualties. Our general is still full health. He gets all blooded, I think, when he gets injured. So I'll stick it on fast forward. Yeah, let's just finish this one off now. They are dead.
All of Christendom will be
Here we go.
awed by the victory we have won here today.
It's not too bad. We took some casualties, but they were mostly the mercenaries who I intend to disband after this battle anyway. They were just there to provide extra support. Here we go. So York is ours. And the next question is what to do about it.
Such is the fate of all who oppose us.
I mean, we do not tolerate rebels, so I'm inclined to sack
People now kneel
a settlement like
before
that.
us, my lord.
So we've got the Scottish to the north, who could be a bit of a problem. Are we going to keep York as a city? Probably. Or could we put it as a castle? No, we'll have it as a city, so we'll just pay for the land clearance. We'll just hang on to these Welshmen for one more turn just to make sure the Scottish don't do anything rash and attack us.
Daughter of the Crown.
We'll send our English princess over there to start maybe diplomatic negotiations. We've also got to conquer Wales.
Fleet ready, sire.
Let's get those grouped up.
Yes, sir. Full sail.
So we've still got a bit of money left. In Caen, we've got... oh, we could upgrade a drill square. Or a borough. Do we not have peasant... Oops. What have I just built? Or we can have a leather tanners. There's lots of things we could build, actually. We will go for a drill square to give us access to some of the billmen, some of the better quality units. Could be good. We've got a little bit of money left. We won't hire any mercenaries this turn because we're just going to pay the wages when we don't need to.
Continuing tomorrow, sire.
We will have a build a watchtower right on the border. To give us a bit of range.
Your orders, sire.
So, our merchant should start trading something. We could have dyes. What's that cloth? I'm not in range of it, so I can't see it. Let's have a look at
As
it.
you command. Opening a new trade lane, my liege.
He's generating 5 florins per turn. Wow, not a lot. I wonder what his upkeep is, if anything. So, I think that's it for our opening turn. We've got this unit will go for Rennes. We've got our units in Caen. All sorted. We've consolidated our navy. We're going to start opening the diplomatic relations with the Scots, and we have captured York. Seems like a solid opening turn. Everywhere is building something. Cool. Press straight into turn 2. We're going to try and run these as sort of roughly half an hour episodes, by the way. Ah, there's the Scottish. They've arrived for negotiations.
I bring word from Scotland, noble sire.
Definitely. They offer trade rights and map information.
You'll accept? Excellent.
We can't have non-aggression pacts coming. I don't want an alliance with them. Yeah. Okay.
A pleasure, noble sire.
Good. I didn't look what our turn-to-turn income is. Council of Nobles, I got in a blah 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 blah. Take rent. 2,500 florins. Ooh.
Your will, sire.
Gladly. Well, I'll just go and besiege the town then.
War, then, sire.
We shall build 2 battering rams
Besieging the enemy.
and lay
The
siege.
siege goes as planned, sire.
So we don't make that much per turn, which is fine. I may just disband these peasants and recruit... Oh, I can't. Well, no, I can recruit another levy spearman. I'll recruit them and disband these peasants because they're just utterly useless. So, yeah, they are better at fleeing than fighting, and that is just so true. Is our English merchant got any more skill, or is he still generating 5 florins per turn? Okay, useless.
God's servant.
We'll send our Cardinal on a bit of a scouting mission
I shall continue tomorrow.
to find where the rebel stronghold is. Where's it? Caernarfon region. Caernarfon, I think, is North Wales, so I think it's probably going to be over here somewhere. So we're going to have a look, and we'll have to prepare an army to deal with them. So we're on good terms with the Scots, which is good. And we've got our spy there, so we'll send him over this way as well. We've got Dublin to deal with as well. There's so much to do. Let's disband those peasants there. Oh, it's William the Conqueror, who's still alive, in London. It's hard, I want more military units. Let's retreat these units from York. And we're just going to leave our Welsh in there for the moment. They can't be retrained, I don't think. No. So we'll just leave them there and hope that the Scots aren't a threat to us, basically.
Yes.
And we're going to move these units back down to Nottingham, where we're going to regroup with the remainder of the army. We might even have some mailed knights. 250 per turn. Yeah, we'll have one of them. One. And then we're going to push on Caernarfon over here, I think, which is a castle. Cool. Looking good. There's not a war with anyone, so there's no
Ships ready.
one we can blockade, I don't think.
Set sail.
No, they've not actually got any forts. These are all rebels.
Fine day to sail.
Flemish rules. Okay, cool. We're looking good. Let's straight into the next turn, really. Good. So what have we got notifications-wise? Did we gain some money? We did, I think. Yeah. The Byzantines are the strongest. Good. So a lot of our buildings have been built. Farms, garrisons, and mines. And we completed recruitment of our mailed knights. Given that these guys have only got 3 turns till surrender, I think I'm just going to leave this army here besieging Rennes for the moment. We'll recruit another unit of levy spearmen and get rid of those useless peasants. All our units are upkept for 3, because you get 3 cities, get 3 units free upkeep. So we've got a bit of money to spend, so we can think about doing that. These guys are going to turn to Nottingham. Oh, that's a bit of militia, not levy spearmen. I don't think it's ever easy, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so let's take
Orders.
most of our intact units and start marching towards Caernarfon. Let's move our spy.
Approaching.
Oh. Didn't go so well. Our spy is dead.
Yes, Your Highness. In God's name.
We still know what they got. Lots of longbowmen. They're probably going to be quite a lot more effective than my peasant archers. A couple of Welsh spearmen and some peasants. So we can probably beat them, but it's probably going to be a siege that we want to try and lure them out rather than actually fight them on the field. Okay, that's fine.
Sire.
So let's have a look with our princess up there. York can't have anything built there then. Nottingham can have more built, but I think we want to try and build up London because this is going to be like our main trading area and good income generating city. So we'll probably do land, try and increase our projected profits per turn. Caen is still building, and they're obviously under siege, so we've got a bit spare, so let's build something at Nottingham as well. We'll build land claims there as well. We just want to try and get so I have to have a decent amount of money per turn. So straight into the next turn.
My king. We shall slaughter them, my lord.
So we'll continue to advance on them.
Sire.
Our financial situation is looking a bit better. Construction complete. And unit recruitment complete. Cool. Got to be a bit careful about leaving Caen too empty because I don't want it to get raided by the French at some point and end up getting beaten back. Getting captured, sorry, but we should be okay. We'll recruit a leather tanner. It'll increase the armour of some of these guys. These units are just suffering from a siege, so in a turn or two they should sally forth and attack us anyway, so I think that'll be fine.
Sire.
I don't know where to send him. Should we go looking over this way?
Without question, sire. Tomorrow's journey plan.
Kind of a shame there's no port to blockade.
Yes, sir. Full sails.
So, other than that, we are looking pretty good, I think. York is just really small and just needs to grow, which is doing 2% per turn. Here's going to be laid siege in next turn. Should we recruit some mercenary crossbows? Probably. Okay, cool. Straight into the next turn. Nice these turns tick over quickly at the start of these games because not many enemies to notice. So we completed 2 constructions, so that should increase our income from farming, you see, which is actually looking pretty good. Oh, that mine generated 264 florins per turn. So we could build. Wow, do we want to upgrade? We could build a port, increasing tradable goods. Probably would be not a bad idea, to be honest. London should be a port city. Nottingham. Let's just hang on before we build anything there. How big does York need to be before it can do anything?
Wish they'd never been born, sire.
So it's a wooden castle, so we'll build a ram and 2 sets of ladders. Although, to be honest,
To breach and butcher, sire.
I'm probably just going to wait
Command me, sire.
until the end, I suspect.
Yes, Your Highness.
Next turn, these guys will sally forth and attack me. Caen is still building. London is now building, so Nottingham has got enough money to build something. So are we going to go for the next level of farming to try and make money first? Yeah. Cool. We're going nice and quick. Oh, I forgot to move my diplomat. But I'd kind of like to capture some of the low countries, sort of like independent cities like Flanders and Antwerp. Kind of cool. Might give a good source of income, particularly them being coastal. I think my merchant just got killed by a Milanese merchant. I'm going to be outraged if that's the case. Time to got. Oh, actually, not as clear a victory as I was expecting. So we'll fight this battle.
Lead our forces into battle, my lord.
I don't actually know what these guys have stationed in their city. Maybe it was a good job we didn't actually try and assault the walls. Okay, drop ram. Come on, form up. Quickly, quickly. What are we facing off against? Well, everyone's just going to form Skiltrum. We're going to have enemy horses to deal with. It's always the most effective way. Let's get our general back for the start. What's these? Really, peasants are so useless. Come on. They're just sort of milling around. So we've got some mailed knights. I'm not so worried about them, to be honest. Although maybe I should be. This, I'm afraid, that was more effective than I thought it was going to be. Oops, no, no, no. Target the spear militia. Yeah, we'll be able to win this one. Oh, crossbows. Okay, so let's get our general out to the flank. Come on. So laggy. Somehow we've got fire arrows on. I wasn't aware I had. Oof. Guys are charging in. So we're going to have our general is going to charge these enemy crossbow units. Our archers did not fare so well. Oh no, they sort of charged. They've changed their mind. I don't want to fight their spearmen particularly.
Our men are winning
Break
the
ranks
battle.
and get stuck in with that.
We will smash the enemy.
Kill those crossbowmen, that's what I want you to do. These guys, I want you to engage the spear militia, which you're doing well. You two attack these mailed knights. So I want to try and get my general in through the gates, I guess.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Only half the enemy force
I
remains.
think, if I remember correctly, you can force your way through the gates as they're trying to retreat through the gates. Go on. Okay, so engaging those enemy crossbowmen. The rest of our units are all advancing, which is good. Let's cut them down. Gaining a good bit of experience. These guys can all advance, we'll come forwards now. Come on, let's force our way through the gates. Crossbowmen are actually still fighting on.
Behold how our cowardly foe
Oh, they all routed
It's
universally.
time to press the attack.
Excellent.
All of Christendom will be awed
We only
by
lost
the
51
victory
men.
we have won.
That is not bad. Not a bad opening salvo.
Glory, honor, victory.
We'll do the same thing. I'm going to sack it.
God be praised. He has granted us victory.
God, the commentator likes to go on in this game. Yeah, it went quite well. We've captured that. I always tend to sack places because I think if I remember, you tended to have problems with public order if you didn't do that sort of thing. But anyway, it's now ours. We'll set it constructing a town watch. So that's good. I'm pleased with that. It should give us a little bit more income possibly. And we'll recruit a unit of billmen now at Caen. And because we completed the armour upgrade, that's because we're going to get leather armour. So we'll have blacksmith as well to give us light mail. Be kind of cool. Everyone is building something, which is looking good, and Caernarfon is under siege.
Yes.
So we're going to send our cardinal over to have a look at Dublin and Ireland because it'd be kind of cool to capture there as well. And then we've just got these Scots to deal with.
My lord, yes.
Yeah, I don't know where the Scots are. The fact their army isn't here suggests that maybe they have captured Dublin. It's a bit of a pain. We also want to try and capture some of these like Bruges and Flanders. We're going to send our diplomat over there. The worst bit is I think they murdered my diplomat.
Would you wish to establish
My-
new trade links?
That was supposed to be my
Perhaps
bit
I
of
have
trade.
something you wish.
Can't believe they killed him.
Ships ready.
Okay, I think we'll end this first episode here. We're about half an hour. It didn't go too badly. We captured 2 more cities and made a bit of a start for ourselves. We want to try and consolidate the rest of England and just try and defeat Scotland early on. There's no point dragging it all out. Just try and crush them, and then we can start to focus our efforts in onto France and that sort of thing. We're not looking too bad financially, and we'll keep trying to build up our different economic buildings in all the cities, and hopefully we'll soon be growing. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully it's something a little bit different on the channel compared to some of the other Total War Arena stuff. But don't worry, it's not going to just all go to this. This is just something to do for a little bit of fun, a little bit of half an hour playthrough every now and then. So there's still plenty more Total War Arena content to come. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you all on the next episode.